So with that being said, man, we're gonna give our final four predictions for the NCAA tournament, man. So how do you guys have it this year?
All right, man. I'm gonna just do it like this, man. Listen to your boy. Don't listen to them. They don't know what they doing, man. They might struggle around here, around these streets. But I'm about to call some upsets. Y'all already know what it is. I'm not gonna go through every bracket because that'll take too long. But coming out of the South region, shout out to my dogs, the Croatian brothers from Virginia. I got Virginia with my boy Q coming out the South region, bro. I just think Tony Bennett's an elite coach. This team, he's gonna have them ready to go in this tournament. This is what they're built on to me. I got Virginia coming out of the South. I think Alabama's a bit overrated. That's just my own thing. This ain't football. This is basketball. And I know they've been good. I understand that. But I got Virginia coming out the South. Coming out the East, this is a dangerous team. I got Purdue, man. I got Purdue. This is the only number one seed I got coming out. I think Matt Payne is gonna have those boys ready to go. So yeah, I'm going with Purdue. I think they're the only one seed to make it to the Final Four. And then in the West and the Midwest, I got the both number two seeds. Shout out to my man Chris Bolin. What up, homie? I got Texas in the Final Four. I just think Chris Beard, it's his time to get Texas there. The Big 12 has played some really good basketball this year. Of course, Kansas could make it. We understand that. The Big 12 has definitely been balling. But I'm going to go with Texas to get there. And out the West, I got UCLA. Yes, the Bruins are back, Keo. Not your Trojans. The Bruins are back. Nick Coach, I like what he's doing over there, man. That's a dangerous team. So that's my Final Four. Do you want me to give you my champion?
No, not yet.
All right, all right. So I got
Go ahead,
UCLA,
Q.
Texas, Virginia, and Purdue.
Yeah, I gotta go with F. X out of the South region. I gotta go with Cavaliers, man. Virginia Cavaliers. You know they coming out the South. Then I got a different pick for
Jesus
the East.
Christ.
I
Okay.
think I think Duke. I think Duke. They
Yeah.
got hot right at the right time. So I can see them in the Final Four with Shia. You know what I'm saying at the helm. And I got UConn coming
That's
out of the
not bad.
West.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Yeah, I got UConn coming out the West. You know, I see BCU in that West, but you know, I can't do that. I can't do that. And I gotta go with, like he said, Texas for the Midwest bracket in the Final Four. That's my Final Four.
I see what you did there.
Oh
You
my
tried to go all
God.
East Coast teams. I felt the biasness. You talked about BCU. You talked about Virginia. You talked about Duke.
I just shout them out, man. They, you know what I'm saying? You know, they right down the street. You know
It's
what I'm
all good.
saying?
It's all good.
This is ridiculous, man. Look, you guys don't make no sense. X is X is picking Virginia, obviously, because he doesn't want to pick Alabama because we know what Alabama's been doing to LSU when it comes
Hold
to
up, hold up,
football,
hold up. We just beat them. Watch
and
your
then
mouth.
and
Watch
then
your mouth.
Q, obviously, when it comes to you, you're biased towards anything Virginia. With
I
that
picked
being,
one Virginia team, man.
yeah, man, let's
Dog,
not,
Tony Bennett is the truth. You can't deny that. This is the tournament.
man. When it
Coaching
comes to
matters.
the South, man, I'm taking the number one overall team in this tournament, the Alabama Crimson Tide. I know that doesn't sound right because
That's
they're
not.
known
It's
for
not
foot. They're
football.
they're not they're not known for football. They're known for football, not basketball. But they got the best player in the nation, man. They got Brandon Miller. That dude kind of. I'm not saying he is. He kind of reminds me the way he plays like a little Paul George and a little KD size. He could shoot. He could finish. I think he could take over the game anytime he wants to. I like me. I like me some Brandon Miller and Alabama. Um, for the South region. For the Midwest, I still like Houston in this. I think they're a better overall team. I'm not sold on the Texas Longhorns. I just don't think I just don't think they have enough when it comes to Houston. I know Houston, they took a while for that large deficit, but I li- I like Houston. As far as the East goes, I'm going with the Duke Blue Devils, man.
Wow. I hope y'all
I,
right.
I think being ranked 5 is a little too low, man. Like that's way too low. And I liked how they finished, like you said. And they got a first year head coach. They got a great Heisman starting of front court and back court. So I like Duke, man. And I don't like Purdue, man. If you ask me who's the first number 1 seed to get knocked out, I'm gonna say Purdue.
Okay, we gonna see.
As far as the West goes, I like Kansas, the defending champions. UCLA. The only problem that I have with them is one of their best players is not going to be available, and that's Jalen Clark. So I think it definitely hurts them. Especially going against a team like Kansas who have experience. And you talk about Tony Bennett. Don't this be disrespectful to Bill's self, man? You kidding me?
Listen, hold up. I mentioned Kansas. I think Kansas is legit. I don't deny that. It would not shock me if Kansas gets to the Final Four. I'm just going by what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, but as far as my Final Four goes, I got Alabama, I got Houston, I got Duke, and I got Kansas. That
Okay.
is my Final Four. But with that being said, man, it is time to wrap things up and let's go to our shout
Oh,
outs.
I'm not letting y'all finish. Who wins the national championship? All right.
Oh my god.
I
Go
got
ahead.
a final between the UCLA Bruins. They're going to beat Texas in the Final Four, and they're going to take on the Purdue Boilermakers. They're going to knock off VA, baby. I'm all in on Purdue. But I think when it all comes down to it, I think it's Mick Cronin's time. I think UCLA is back. I got the Bruins winning the whole thing. National champs, the UCLA Bruins.
Yeah, I gotta go with the obvious pick. UVA beats Texas in the championship. UVA, baby.
All right, let me tell you the right one. I got the Houston Cougars versus the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Oh!
Woo! Roll Tide.
You got the tie winning it all?
Yes, I got the Tide winning it all.